everybody! And welcome back to the 24-hour TTRPG stream for charity. Thank you so much for coming back. You're my favorite. My name is Noman. I am going to be running a game of Thirsty Sword Lesbians this evening, and I want to tell you a little bit about that. But before I do anything, I want to give us just a quick chance to introduce our wonderful players. If you could tell me who you are, where I could find you on the internet, and just like a Twitter bio of your character, because we're gonna meet them in game. And so I'm going to start going clockwise on my screen. So starting with LD.
Hi, everybody. I'm LD. You can find me pretty much at the Lady Dame everywhere that's important on the internet. And today I'm playing Svedka, and she is what you would call a spooky witch who is a bartender. And I think I'm a very good bartender. I use unusual ingredients, though, so some people are not always a fan.
Thank you so much. Next, we have Puja.
Hey, everybody. I am Puja. You can find me at Puja on Twitter, and I guess I should now say this, Tumblr, and Pujabberwocky everywhere else, including the Twitch chat. And I am playing Anamika tonight, who is this wonderful club's bouncer and woman way out of time, possibly. It's really hard to tell when she's from or what she's doing at any given time.
What are any of us doing, really? Next, we have Alex.
Hello, my name is Alex. I go by @Alder_Mancy on Twitter, but you can find me on other places, including on Tumblr at Aldermancy and on Ko-fi and itch.io at SwordGhost. And tonight I am playing Jessie Van Halen, who is the lead singer of the band Moonwife, or Moonwives, I cannot remember. Moonwife, the lead singer of Moonwife and a not-so-secret shifter.
Perfect. And last we have Nana.
Hello. I am Nana Lovebug. You can find me on the internet at Nana Lovebug, pretty much anywhere, on Twitter and Tumblr. We're back. But hello and welcome. I use they, them pronouns. My character, Joyce Jacosta, also uses they, them pronouns. They are giving non-binary finery. They are the head server at the Girls' Night Out. They are a waitress on light-up roller skates with eyes that shine like they're light-up roller skates. And they forsook their magical inheritance to tend bar with the Goyles.
So much. Also, I just want the roller skates. Okay. So thank you so much. We are going to be playing a game called Thirsty Sword Lesbians. This is a really wonderful, very queer game, powered by the Apocalypse game. It is largely based on relationships and intrigue, and there is still combat and things. So if you haven't seen this game before, please, I think you'll really enjoy it. Hang out with us. And we are going to be raising money for Extra Life. So for anyone who doesn't know, Extra Life is a charity that brings gamers, streamers, content creators together to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. So since 2008, Extra Life has raised over $100 million in funding, research, and treatments, providing funds for specialty services not covered by insurance, and ensuring that hospitals can provide charitable care to those in need. And we are going to be contributing to that. So we're raising money for the Orlando Health Arnold Palmer Hospital for Children. 100% of the donations today are going to that hospital to help provide care for children. And your donations are going to influence the game. So if you want to help out our new friends here, if you've already fallen in love with the characters, as you should, $10 will give them +2 on their next roll. And we are in a D6-based system, so that matters. +2 is a big deal. For $20, you get to name an NPC. You can add a little bit to this world. For $25, a player of your character gains an experience. This is really important because these level ups can happen in a session pretty easily in this game. There are not, there's only, I think, 6 experience points before a level up for most playbooks. So this is significant. And For 35, the player of your choice gets an advance, a little more advantage, a little more power. And this is where we all work together. For every $200 raised, as everybody, there will be a plot twist. A little mess that I get to add. And with that, do I got anything else I got to say before we go? Oh yeah, thank you to Friends Who Roll Dice for hosting us. Hey, thanks for trusting me on your channel. It's gonna get real gay and real weird real fast, so let's go. Let's jump into it. The year is 3069. Nice. Technology is advanced to be indistinguishable from magic, but magic is still alive and well. The city of New Oxvale is abuzz with celebration as this evening's nightfall will be marked by a royal wedding. The beloved Princess Aura will be wed to Prince Chadwick of the neighboring city-state. And even though views of the monarchy are mixed amongst the people, there's one thing they can all agree upon is that they love a good party. So New Oxvale has been in a state of revelry since the morning, and it is about 5 p.m. and things are not slowing down. If anything, they are just ramping up. We cut now to one of the city's party hubs, a cafe/nightclub called Girls Night Out. Night spelled with a K. From the street, it doesn't look like much, just a little hole in the wall, the main distinguishing feature being a large neon sign that says girls, gays, and theys, as well as a very distinguished looking bouncer at the front, standing just outside the door, next to a very anachronistic coat of arms showing a lion and a unicorn hugging with little hearts over their eyes. So we are now going to jump to Anamika. You are outside the club, and the lineup. Listen, it is only 5. Normally, y'all close between sort of like lunch and like when the party starts. You know, you have your lounging crowd, you have your all-day brunch, and then you get a little break to clean, to tidy, and to get ready for the party. But there has been no waning. It has been solid the way through, and people are lined up around the block waiting to get in. And Anamika, you have people like jostling, trying to get past you in the door, and to the point where, as one of these crowds are kind of pushing up to you, there's a little sound, and next to you appears a hologram. Now, you recognize this as Holly the hologram. She is your house AI. She is simultaneously everywhere at Girls' Night Out, but whenever she appears with you, she likes to appear in full plate mail.
Yes.
You two are really trying to keep the pseudo-medieval theme going. You're really holding down the fort, you two. And she goes, "Hello, how are you doing?"
I've seen better days.
"I have noticed that the crowds are angry."
Can you do something about it?
"I am not corporeal." And then
All
she
right.
passes a hand through you. "I am
don't
providing
think-
emotional support."
Oh, well, do I look like I need emotional support? Is that something I should be worried about?
"Are you worried? I can provide emotional support."
Okay. How? Oh, no. I was going to say you should hold my shield as I dive into this crowd, but I guess that won't be happening. Just yell and say I look pretty.
"You look pretty!"
And Anamika is gonna just throw some elbows into the crowd. Just, not aggressively, but sometimes when people are being rowdy, you just need like a solid wall. And then they're like, "Oh no, that's a person. Let me calm down."
Yeah. So, could you give me? Let's get a roll for this.
Oh, okay.
Let me pull up my quick reference. I think this counts as a fight roll. I think
Okay.
if you got your shield out and you're kind of like, huh.
Yeah.
Yep. So, the way Thirsty Sword Lesbians works is we have a certain number of basic moves that we can do. We will roll 2d6 and add a bonus based on certain skills, and then see how it goes from there. So,
Okay.
give me that roll.
The 2d6, and then I add my daring.
Or grace, depending on what kind of fighter you are. Look into your own heart.
Well, I guess right now I'm trying not to hit people, so it's more elegant, agile, not brute force. Fortuitous first roll of the night. I rolled snake eyes.
Could you please mark experience? Here's what happens. As something. Oh, by the way, how you level up in this game is you fail. You fail towards success, just like us all. Hey. So you take out your sword. Can you narrate this a bit for me? Okay, so here's
Sure.
what's happening. You have a bunch of club goers. Now, the attire for this, there is a dress code, and the dress code is medieval chic. Now, nobody knows what that is. Nobody's done any research. So sometimes it's just a chainmail bikini. Sometimes it's someone who's just like straight up in club wear, but puts on a hat, and they said they wore a hat in oldie times, didn't they? So that's what you have. This is who you are surrounded by. And there is a lot of like cyborg people. There are all sorts of fantastical races, and they're all kind of like bustling trying to get in.
So Anamika tries to get into the crowd and be like, all right, everybody, you all need to calm down. The line moves faster when everybody's in order. Except she is also dressed in like plate armor that is far too hot in Texas for me to wear. And so people, I think what happens is as she's trying to be stern, somebody grabs her hand and just starts like dancing up on her. Like, whoop.
Okay, yeah. So this like cyborg in like foam LARPing plate mail is like just like, oh hey, your foam looks so good. Is this EVA? Oh my god, it's steel. Guys, look, this is steel. Are you kidding me? Come look at this. And they just swarm on you. They're all around you now. And they're just like bustling into you. They're like, oh my god, did you make this yourself? Do you have an
Don't
Etsy?
touch it.
Oh,
Don't touch it.
They got all their sticky little fingers all over it. There's so many fingerprints on your armor.
Holly, I need emotional support.
Holly runs and she goes, you are very pretty. You're doing great. Your armor is beautiful. I believe in you. And then we are going to bloop, bloop, into the bar. Leave for you at outside being swarmed. Inside the bar, Jesse, you are starting to set up for your performance tonight on the stage, and you've got your band who is helping out. You have Eddie, who is your kind of likes to introduce people as introduce themselves as second guitar, is not second guitar, is the roadie, okay? But is like really thinking this is their big break and dresses exactly like you everywhere you go. And they're like, oh, hey, Jesse, so where do you want me to put this amp? I can lift it over my head.
Back of the stage on the ground, please. Thank you, Eddie.
Right. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go put this amp over here.
Don't drop that. It's worth more than your paycheck.
Yeah, I know. But that's because you let me handle the good equipment, right? Right, Jesse?
You handle all the equipment. Thanks, Eddie.
It's true. I handle all the equipment, actually. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you handle the rest of those wires as well? We need to get them plugged in for tonight. Looks like it's getting a little crowded.
For sure. I'm boss, I'm on it.
Have you seen the rest of the crew? I'm not sure where Moth is.
Oh, right. And we pan over to where Moth, who is a very scantily clad drummer in fishnets, and she has huge red lenses, circular lenses on, so that most of her face is obscured. And she wears an ostrich feather jacket. And she is leaning at the bar, trying to get Svetka's attention. She's like, "Hey there, you with all the eyes."
Svedka at this point has been really busy trying to set everything up. There's a lot of ingredients at this bar. I mean, against the back wall, you kind of see the normal things that you would expect to see at a bar, lots of bottles of various and sundry liquors, some very familiar, some not. But then all of the garnishes and stuff, and there's on the lower shelf, there's some weird ass stuff. And she's busy trying to do that, trying to get everything organized because it's apparently going to be a very busy night.
It's already busy. You've got people doing the thing where they snap at the bar to get your attention. You've already got a few sloppy drunks. You have one girl who's convinced this night is going coyote ugly, but it is 5 o'clock. And she's trying to get on that bar so bad.
I got a little distracted. I'm sorry. Did you mean me or the other one with many eyes? You see, we both have a lot of eyes.
And then Raven, who is your backup bartender, who is a goth girl with 4 eyes, as opposed to your 6.
They're not really, sometimes they're functional, but kind of not. It's more of an aesthetic thing. You see, I don't really need to always see with the eyes, as I can sort of see all things sometimes. I'm sorry.
I'm not paying attention with any of my eyes, actually, says Raven, and spits in a glass and then starts cleaning it with a cloth and spits in it again and then serves it to someone. It's empty except for the spit.
I'm sorry, did you want something? Can I help you?
And Moth is leaning over on the bar and she's like, "What are you drinking tonight?"
Oh, I have become quite fond of something called a tequila sunrise. Would you like one?
Yeah, I'll get a tequila sunrise. Just hold the grenadine.
Grenadine?
What do you think a tequila sunrise is?
Oh, that's an excellent question. A tequila sunrise is made out of dreams, the tears of a baby star, and garnished with a bad decision.
Well, in that case, I'll take 2.
Excellent.
Okay, so Jesse, you see Moth is now slinking on the bar, just booty up, leaning in, trying to get as much attention. And the rest of your band is, who we got? Oh, Frank. Frank is wearing, okay, so this is a really important thing. You have a band pet. You have a band pet, and it's a holographic leopard. Okay? Now, it is an AI leopard, so even though it is not corporeal, it does play synth and do the mixing for you while you're live.
Perfect.
But it is a very expensive hologram. It is, in fact, a high-def leopard. This is for Nana only. And so your second guitar, your actual second guitar, Frank Strat, is wearing the high def leopard around his shoulders as like a shawl.
She just likes it there.
Yeah. And thanks, chat. Thanks for booing me. And is chatting up some girl at across the bar. You can't really see her. He's kind of like obscured, but you know this guy. You know what he looks like when he's like thinks he's making moves.
Jesse just sort of and then growls really deep and low into one of the microphones that's just been set up on stage, and it hisses out with a terrible noise around the room.
Oh fuck. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I gotta. Jesus. Sorry, Jenny. Sorry. But Eddie? Did you see her? Eddie?
We're on in 15, Frankie.
Okay. All right. I'll go. Okay. I'll go help Eddie with the. Eddie, what do you? And you look over. And Eddie has now tried to approach the same woman. And you are across the room, and it is very, the lights are dimming, things are going on. But I want to know, how much attention are you paying to this interaction that's going on?
I think Jessie is definitely a professional, but she likes to keep her eye around the room. So I would say, since she's had to keep Eddie and Frank from going head to head at odds before, she's going to kind of step over a little bit so she can make sure that nothing too untoward is going to happen.
Okay. So I'm going to say, actually, we're going to jump right at that moment to Joyce. Because Joyce, Marla skates up to you, one of the other servers.
What's up, baby?
She goes, Joyce, I'm afraid, I think we're about to have an incident.
What's the matter?
And then she does a big, point to what is happening with the woman, Frank, Eddie, and Jesse kind of approaching. Now, Joyce, how much of the gossip do you know about, what goes on at this bar?
Oh, Joyce knows the bar. All of it. She knows the whole thing. Straight up have a move called gossip.
Okay.
She's in everybody's
What's that move
business.
do?
They're in everyone's business. Let me check. That move. When you seek insight about a person by spending some time gossiping with those who know them, roll wit.
Give me that wit roll.
Let's roll some dice in this dice game. That's an 8. That's an 8 plus 1. That's a 9 on wit. So,
Okay.
on that mixed success, I think that is, you may ask a question from the figure out a person move.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to give you. This you just know. You know that the woman they're talking to is Sin, the siren. She is a winged woman who always wears a very slinky silver gown, has a side shave with Veronica Lake hair on one side. She is a jazz singer and sings on the opposite weekends as Moonwife. Okay? So this is, she usually does not show up when Moonwife is performing. But so for the missing, now you can ask me, that was the freebie. And now I want to know what your question or whatever is.
My question's going to be, how could I get Frankie to mind his business and do what he has to do?
Okay.
How do I get him on target?
So you know that Frank, so I'll give you even a little bit more than this. You know that one off, Eddie's dumb as shit and just does whatever Frank or Jesse does, okay? But you also know that Frank has a big ego. Listen, Frank's a himbo, okay? He's a good boy, but he's got a lot of ego and is not used to being rejected and has not picked up that Sin has zero interest in him. Like, you can tell, because you know, but he's, like, has not clued in.
I skate over to him, light up blades, going directly to him.
Oh God, Joyce, you're so fast with those things.
Hi, baby, I know I am. Speaking of fast, what would really put you on the fast track to a high career is keeping your business on the music. All of our legendary artists have kept their mind on the music and been exclusive about their time. And she just does a little, I'm sorry, they do a little, I'm just saying. Exclusivity, privacy. It's interesting, alluring even.
Joyce, are you asking me out?
Oh no, honey, I haven't the time. And they skate off.
Oh. Fuck. I think I'm into them. Okay, all right, I'll go. All right, I'll be at the blimp. And so Eddie and Frank are going to head out to your blimp, so instead of having a band van, we are in the future. You have a blimp that you use.
Excellent.
And it is an airship with beautiful like lights. Instead of like like a metal painting, you have like LED lights. Now I want to know, what are the lights depicting? What is this image?
The lights are depicting the image of Jesse's new album, which is a very sort of sexy and I would say well-endowed Mothman. And the words, Mothman ate my girlfriend's cat, which is the name of the album.
Great. Moth tells everyone that that's her, even though they can tell that it's clearly an actual Mothman, but it doesn't matter. Oh, also one just really important thing I forgot to mention about Frank is that he's blurry. He's just a little blurry, okay? All the time. That's how he is. So Frank and Eddie are going to head out there to your LED Zeppelin to get the rest of your
Thank God.
stuff. Good job.
I step over to, you said Frank and Eddie have sort of stepped away from Sin at this point?
Yes.
Now, I would probably recognize Sin since you said we're a little bit kind of competitive sometimes. We perform on different weekends.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's up to you. You have opposite schedules, but you've probably just as musicians, you've probably run into each other, but yeah, how much you know about them's up to you.
Jesse leans over and says, I think sometimes Frankie's a bit difficult to look at, and not just because of the blurry thing, more the over-earnest thing.
Okay. What are you trying to do here?
I am trying to gauge Sin's intentions and why they're here. So...
Okay. Figure someone out.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! By the way, thank you everybody for these donations. So LD got XP, and not so. I'm trying now. I'm like trying to mix the names up. Okay. Puja got +2. We got a new NPC name. Perfect. And yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, everybody. Okay. Figure someone out.
That would be plus wit, right?
Yes, probably.
Okay. That is only a 4.
Oh no. So she looks at you and she is staring daggers. But you can't tell if it's just an icy disposition, or if it's some sort of animosity. But she looks you up and down and goes, sorry, what was your name again?
You wouldn't have heard of me. I'm kind of indie. I
Mm,
perform at shitty little clubs.
shitty little clubs.
Yeah.
Wow. It's a shame I haven't heard of you, but why don't we keep it that way? I'm gonna go now.
And then when they turn away, Jesse just sort of barks into a laugh. And then heads back towards the stage.
Okay. Let's hop back outside to where our poor bouncer is on
Nothing good is happening.
but out there you're surrounded. But actually we're gonna have next to you, Holly, but we're also gonna have little Holly holograms appear, one on the stage, one at the bar as well. And they'll say, "Hello, everybody. It's time for a staff meeting. Staff, let's meet. Staff."
Oh, thank goodness. And Anamika will. Excuse me. Important staff meeting. Please move. Please move. And just blink into the door.
Grabby hands, grabby hands, grabby hands.
All their weight against it.
Holly is in her plate mail next to you and goes, "I can bar the door. Door
Now you can
closed."
do something.
Yes. I am an automated system. You are very pretty.
Well, honestly, it does help when you say that.
You are very pretty. Let's go to the staff meeting.
All right, let's lead the way.
She's gonna reach out like her arm like this to you.
Of course, like a gentleman, Anamika will give Holly her hand, her arm.
Great.
To like.
Yeah, your arm
Awesome.
passes right through hers. And she goes, "Haha, that was a joke. Let's go."
I thought it was the thought that counted.
You are very pretty.
Also gallant.
You are very gallant.
There it is. Oh, and if you could let Jesse know that would be great.
And
Not now.
Jesse,
No.
next
No.
to you
No.
on the stage, there is a Holly, and that is like,
Look.
and she goes, "Is Anamika and
Anamika.
Anamika?" I've tried every syllable to Anamika. Okay, so she's gonna go, "Anamika is very gallant."
Jesse just swipes her hand through Holly's face.
Haha. Anamika is very gallant. Anamika wants you to know that they are very gallant.
Fuck me.
I already knew that. Thank you very much, Holly.
We have a staff
That's
meeting.
10 minutes, everyone. Oh, am I supposed to show up to that?
Are you staff?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Thanks, Holly.
You're welcome. Let's go. And she extends her arm out to you.
Jesse just sort of vaults off of the stage and says, "I would say don't start without me, but you can't start without me."
I like your leopard. Perfect. So the staff, you are all gathered around the bar now, and there are still actually, here's what happens. Raven has a giant curtain that she installed illegally that she closes over the bar when she doesn't want to see the customers anymore. So
Perfect.
she just...
Raven? Raven? Hi, Raven?
Yeah, what's up?
So there is a staff meeting, but there are still many customers? I think I need you. Actually, I would ask Holly this.
Hello.
Hi, Holly, there are still many customers here.
Yes, there are. They're not customers now because we're not accepting their money. Would you like me to take their money?
No, that's okay. Thank you. Never mind. Holly, or Raven, curtain
Yeah,
can
what's up?
stay closed.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I can go take their money if you want.
No, you should be at staff meeting. Since you're a staff.
Ugh, I guess.
I know.
And that's when the bar owner, Sir Tannhauser, comes out. Thank you so much for the donor who named Sir Tannhauser. Sir Tannhauser is the hardest working illithid in New Oxvale. Okay? They have all their tentacles, one of which is holding a notepad, another is holding a pencil, another is holding a cigarette, another is holding a backup cigarette, and they take a large drag off this and go, all right, kids, we need to chat. Come here. You too, Raven. Come here, everybody in.
Gather all the girls and huddle up.
Yeah, girls, gays, and theys, gather round. Now,
Can we make this fast? I'm supposed to be on soon.
Yeah, well,
We have very many customers. Who all would like
Yes,
drinks.
and they're quite rowdy.
yeah, all right. That's great. That's actually what I want to talk to you about. So, I don't know how to put this, but, see this? And flips the notepad, and you can just see that it's like just all this red ink the whole way through it. We're a little short on cash. Okay? Like a lot short on cash. Like we might gotta close the bar. Okay?
No.
And I wasn't gonna tell you, because I didn't want to give you the stress. But you know what? I've been watching that till. I've been hearing those ka-chings going all day. And I'm thinking this might be our last chance.
There
last-
has to be something we can do.
Yeah. And that's what I need. I need y'all to help me out. Tonight, with the festival, we got... I ain't never seen numbers like this before. Look at all these people. Look at them. And now you're covered in fingerprints. They love you.
I did more than look, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can tell. You got the makeup grease on you. You got so much body glitter. On the armor, anyway.
Believe it or not, I didn't come with any on me.
Yeah, I'm sorry for
This isn't mine. I'm only used to this with blood, not glitter.
All right, well, don't murder the customers unless they skip it on the tab. Am I right? No, that's a joke. But if you do give me the brains, I do need that. Okay. Now, I just say it. I don't know. I wouldn't normally put this pressure on you, but I'm at my wit's end. So I'm just thinking, we need to do what we can as a team to make this night count, to get all the money we can. And then maybe we can turn this around. I believe in us. Just make sure nothing goes wrong tonight, okay?
We're on it, boss.
Joyce, you know I love you.
Everybody does.
Yeah, no,
It's true.
just asking for a friend, though. You got any of that monarchy money just, like, that you feel like you want to share?
Oh, honey, I forsook my magical destiny, and that included all of my money.
Did you really have to forsake the money with the destiny?
It was tied in. It was like a prenup situation with magical girls. It was real bad.
Oh, shit, I know. I gotta ask.
Oh, no, it can't hurt asking. That makes sense.
All right.
Excuse me?
Yeah, what's up?
What does money have to do with keeping the bar open?
Oh, Svedka.
Can someone explain it to her? Honestly, all the fairy dust around her makes me kind of want to...
There's not fairy dust. That's
You
my
know all those dreams and things you put in your drinks?
Yes.
They don't come from thin air. money can be exchanged for goods and services, you see.
And then I give them to customers.
For money, please. Please,
Yes, yes.
for the love of
For
Stardust,
money.
make sure you're getting money for it.
I think
I
we
can
found
start
the
doing that.
problem.
Svetka, please. And you just Raven's behind you. And Raven was like, yeah, no, Svetka doesn't always charge them, but like I steal their wallets, so it's fine. No, this is not how a business runs. Oh my god, I need to be.
That's the problem, isn't it? The business is not running.
It's not. But listen, I know I'm not the most marketable mug in town. That's why I got you. That's why I got you wonderful people. So I can do all the boring stuff, the math, and y'all can charm them, or whatever the fuck Raven does, and get the money, okay? Jesse, I know you can put on a good show tonight. I really need a banger.
I got you, boss.
Okay. All right, everybody, hands in.
Clunky arm bracer makes its way in.
It takes Vedka a couple seconds to figure out which parts are the hands. And then realizes what everybody else is doing and puts both hands in.
Perfect. All right, chase paper on 3. 1, 2, 3. Chase paper.
Today's
Chase
paper.
Trace paper.
It's a
All right, let's get this
Wow.
bread.
All right.
Anamika, I think our pinkies were touching.
Anamika, like the white on their face glows a little bit. And Anamika will say, Jesse, if I may, I really can't have this bar closed down. Nobody else wants to hire a knight in fingerprint smudged armor.
Listen, I get you. I'm living off these booking fees. That leopard is so expensive, and everyone in the band is so attached to her.
Well, that's a shame. They're missing out on the real talent.
Turns away.
Anamika would just like,
Gonna say-
whoop.
There's sort of a suspicious purr, but you're not sure where it came from.
This all happened with we didn't break our hands, so we're still there like,
we're
oh
all
my God.
holding hands for this. Everybody. Holly's there too. And she's
Oh my
leading
God.
him.
No.
I would love to use my smitten kitten ability,
Yes.
which is when I become smitten with someone, I give them a string and I have to answer this question. What have you done that you are sure they view as inappropriate? So
A beastly secret.
a beastly secret. Jesse has become smitten with Anamika, I think, because of their dedication, having watched time and time again their commitment, the way that she stands firm and strong, and Jesse is surrounded with some people who tend to lose focus and lose attention. So that kind of upholds in her heart, puts Anamika on a bit of a pedestal. However, Jesse's not very well versed in what I would say is literature or fairy tales. Those don't come naturally to her. But I think that Anamika once saw Jesse let loose a little bit while rehearsing before a concert and got it into her head that Anamika, if she saw this again, would have to take it upon herself as a knight to slay Jesse. And so is terrified to reveal this was like, singing in the dressing room, loudly, a loud howl, and then maybe Anamika came running to see what was wrong, and she just managed to put her fangs away in time. And you have a string on me now.
So Let's talk about strings. Strings are a really important mechanic in this game. This is a game about relationships. So you can gain strings on them, and you can spend strings at different times to do various effects. And we will handle that as it comes up. But a string is a way to mark a connection between two characters in the story, be it player characters or NPC and player characters.
Well, interestingly enough, Anamika is also smitten very clearly with Jesse. So Jesse also gets a string on Anamika. And the question that I have to answer along with this string is, as to why Anamika has a crush on Jesse, it's pretty obvious. Have you seen them perform? Jesse electrifies a crowd in the way that, well, I mean, we just saw Anamika in a crowd. Not the same. Yeah, and also Jesse just seems like so free and able to articulate emotions, and Anamika can't do that. So how does pursuing Jesse conflict with your devotion? Now, Anamika's devotion is to the safety of Girls' Night Out. See, she has taken it upon herself to protect the patrons and the employees of this club. And, well, Jesse's kind of a distraction.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's gay, you guys. It's gay.
I know, but I'm invested, okay?
Oh, like, well, we came for the thirsty and the lesbians, right?
I know.
We're putting it out there.
Why can't I only have good things happen to them all the time? I don't understand. Says the GM who's about to ruin everybody's day. And right at that moment, you hear a bunch of sirens outside behind you can't see much except for the black curtain. But you hear the specific siren of the Royal Patrol. Which are not like your typical beat cops. These are usually like, they'll be like leading if there's gonna be a royal procession or something, or if it's like something specifically on royal business. But it's not very often you see them around and you hear them. It's a very it's a bugle. It's like dun, 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 going around. But it's weird and it's alarming. It's not actually celebratory, despite the jaunty bugle sounds.
That's suspicious.
Does anybody know what that sound is? Should we be alarmed?
It sounds like the music of one of the planets my family has been to. I can't remember which one. It was a millennia ago, probably. Or it sounds like
The
sirens.
pitch is a bit off for me.
Should we open a window?
Sir Tannhauser, are you expecting anyone?
Wait, I mean, the crowds, but, I don't know about this stuff. That's weird. Maybe, yeah, I'll go, Joyce, why don't you go check the side door? Maybe you can see out there, see if anything's going on.
Oh, of course, I'm on it. She's gone. Sorry, they're gone. They're a blur of rainbow lights. They go to check the side door.
You open the side door. So it's literally around the side of the bar. And there is a little peephole there that you can use to see out. From the outside, it is a disguised door. It looks just like a brick wall. But from the inside, you can use it. It's like a safety escape for the inside, but not let out people in, yeah? And you see that normally there's nobody back here. It's kind of like dumpsters and stuff back here. But there is a cloaked figure standing outside the door, kind of shielded. And from the peephole, you can just kind of see like that their cloak is pulled down low over their face.
Look in the peephole, square them up, and go, Namika, there's a weird guy out here.
I'm coming.
Can't tell what's going on. The whole vibe's off, though.
almost, I think by the time Joyce finishes that sentence, you hear Anamika go, clunking-ish, because they are graceful too-ish, sort of clunking behind you. You like, weird guy? Where?
I point on the other side of the door and go, "Hey, weird guy, what's your vibe? What's going on?"
Sword out. A sword that totally does not belong in a cyberpunk bar in 2369. Here it is.
Okay, so do you open the door or are you shouting through the door?
Oh, sword out, then opening the door.
Okay. So, Anamika, you open the door and Joyce is like, hey. And the figure, you realize now is quite small, and jumps back a second. And goes, you hear their voice. Oh, I'm sorry. I just, and then kind of moves. Anamika, you are right in their face. And they just stumbling over the words like, I'm so sorry. My apologies. I can. And then scans over to Joyce behind and says, Princess Joyce, please. And she lowers her hood. And it's Princess Aura. And she says, I need your help.
All right, girl, come on, let's go.
Wait, so I don't need to slay them?
No, this is the princess having the wedding. This whole.
Apologies. Puts the sword back. Runaway brides, 100% welcome inside, please.
Yeah, of course.
Extreme, don't you think? No, I'm just gonna put this back up though. And you look around, and they're like, it's just like her face on billboards everywhere behind her, and she's like, whoop. And Princess Aura pulls her cloak back down low over her face and sneaks with you back into Girls' Night Out. And with that, we are gonna take our first break. So friends, hey, keep those donations coming because we have our first major plot point, but I want a plot twist. So please bring us more money. Exclamation donate, exclamation charity. I appreciate it. And we'll see you in a few minutes. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. And y'all were busy on the break. Thank you. We just got a few donations, one from Fajoli and one from, I don't know who the other one was from. I'm going to assume Tiger. Was it Tiger? Thank you so much, y'all, because you know what that means. It means we hit $200. And we get our first little plot twist. Also, very important, we hop back into the scene. Svetka, you are at the bar, and Holly appears right next to you and says, hello, you are very pretty.
Hello, Holly. You are very pretty too.
Thank you. I like all the dust that surrounds you.
Oh, that's my family. No, stop. I don't think I can date her. No, I can't. Okay. Hi.
My family is light.
My family is dust. We have so much in common, Holly.
That is wonderful.
Isn't it, though? Holly, would you like a drink?
Sure.
What would you like to drink?
I would like to drink. And she just points at a bottle. That!
You don't want one of my cocktails?
I would like one of your cocktails.
Excellent. I will make Holly a martini. Which is, hold on. Let me pull up my recipe book. What did I say martini was? A martini is, this has walled off feelings, essence of tree served, and it's, like comes in a little, like, serving bowl. that's being held by a little tiny automaton named Martin. Martini. It's a teeny Martin.
And sorry, what are the ingredients?
Walled off feelings and essence of tree.
Okay. So, Martin, just kind of goes like, okay, so somebody specifically, NPC requested a very specific name. Martin's full name.
Sure.
Dr. Colonel Martin Teddy Briggs III. And he goes, hi, I'm here to bring you a martini. And he's gonna just a little animatronic Santa on over. And Holly reaches for it and just kind of like cups her hands around it and leans in and just goes, I cannot drink, but I think I can feel this martini hitting me.
And it worked. That will be Raven? Raven?
Yeah, what's up?
How much money is a martini?
Holly doesn't have money.
Oh, okay. It is on the house for Holly.
Oh, I feel more emotionally repressed now. This is wonderful.
You're just like people who can drink, sweetheart.
I like this. May I have another?
I only have the one Martin.
I can keep dribbling drinks all day. I'll just head on over here. The martini's still full. And he's on his little, he's on two little wheels. And I'm going to bring it right back to you every time. It's got way less essence in it now. I think Holly took the essence.
Took the tree essence.
No, the other one. The sad one.
Oh, the walled off feelings. Right.
Yeah.
Yes, that one.
Still kind of piney.
I'm going to have to get some more of that. That might have been my last walled off feelings for the moment.
All right. And Holly's just standing there. She's like, I feel at peace. And then we we're going to jump over to the stage now.
Yes.
Jesse.
Yes.
Eddie comes up and goes like, and Frank. And Frank's blurry, but you can tell he doesn't look happy. And Eddie looks uncomfortable and goes, Jesse, I don't know how to tell this to you, but somebody stole the LED Zeppelin.
Okay. Will you run that by me one more time? I think I blacked out.
Yeah. Please, Frank. Like, no, you fucking lost. You pulled the wrong straw. You gotta tell. Okay. All right. So we went out to the LED Zeppelin to get the rest of the instruments and to get the Leopard's synth, and it's gone. I swear I locked it. Dude, I swear I locked it.
You started with, we lost the Zeppelin. You didn't include, we lost the instruments.
They were in the Zeppelin.
Okay. I take Eddie by the shoulders.
Oh God, I'm so scared.
And I'm going to commit myself to a specific goal. As a playbook move, I can use my tenacious purpose, and once per scene, if I'm committed to a certain goal, I can ask you how I can advance that goal in a way that violates civilized norms. And I take +1 to act on the answer. So for this scene, how can I advance my goal of getting the Zeppelin back in a way that violates civilized norms?
Okay. So, Eddie says, but they didn't deactivate the tracker. So, and hands you their phone. And you can see there's like a boop, 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 where you can see that the Zeppelin is moving away from the bar.
So what I'm hearing is chase the ball.
And you can just see next to you the high def leopard is like.
Jesse throws Eddie to the side aggressively.
Oh god!
I have been working with my therapist on keeping an even temper, and you all are making it really, really hard. But we're gonna get the Led Zeppelin back. It's gonna be okay. And then she stalks off the stage with the phone.
So you go to stalk off the stage, and as you do so, at the base of the stage, Sin is standing there. And she goes, "Oh, are you not going to be performing after all? You know, I could take your slot."
Jesse makes a snap call decision and pulls out, since she always keeps this on her. She wouldn't let this out of her possession. She pulls out her sword guitar, which is basically
Swords.
which is basically made out of teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to explain. So got this like big carved kind of like pelvis rib cage thing going on down at the bottom, and then all the way up into the top there's just like super sharp teeth where you'd normally have guitar pegs, and it's wound with this red looking sinew, and pulls out the sword guitar and is going to tilt it down towards Sin and says, "That's not the only thing you can take."
Oh. And are you trying to intimidate?
Yes, I am trying to, I'm trying to fight, honestly. I think
Hell yeah.
I want to get a fight started here.
Give me a fight roll.
Okay. I'm trying to incapacitate someone with violence, so I'm going to use my daring, since Jesse is very daring. Here we are. A 7.
Okay. On a 7, choose 2 and the opponent chooses 1. You can either flirt with or provoke your opponent to gain a string on them. Through violence or cutting words, you can inflict a condition on them. And then you can create an opportunity for an ally through prowess or distraction, or you can take an object from your opponent or seize a superior position.
Okay.
So you get 2 and Sin gets 1.
Fantastic.
I'll let you pick yours
I think
first.
Jesse is going to provoke her opponent and gain a string on them, trying to get under Sin's skin a little bit, and then seize a superior position in this fight, meaning I would love to embarrass Sin a little bit or try and see, show off. Even if Jesse's going to have to step away from performing, wants to make it clear that she was supposed to be on stage.
Okay. So you're going to gain a string. So, okay, here's what happens. You take out this metal as fuck guitar sword, okay? And just like, whoof. And we're going to have it where you like have the blade like right up. Right by Sin's
Exactly
neck.
what I was thinking.
And you see as she's been very stony with you, but her eyes light up. And she gives you a look that is hard to read. But for the first time, you've got her attention. You now have a string on Sin. So you want to move into a superior position. Oh, here's what we're going to do. You pull this out and she backs right up into the wall. And so now she is sandwiched between you and the wall with the sword at her neck. And she goes, my, Kitty has claws. And she's going to take her hand and she's going to pluck the strings of the guitar. And she is going to use her action to take your weapon.
No.
She is going to she kind of like leans in and just in one quick movement kind of jolts it out of your hand. Your hand's still on it, but she is now holding it in its equally good position and tries to tilt the blade back towards you. Okay, Anamika, you see all of this. You would not miss this.
All right, because I didn't know if we were back yet from the kitchen to the back door. Because
No, here's what happens. Joyce and Anamika, you are escorting this princess in disguise to the back while all this shit goes down. You hear Jesse roaring, and then you hear this interaction, and you just like snap. You've got a princess on one arm, and you've got a feral creature over there getting real up and close and personal with the jazz singer.
Does Anamika know? I mean, that's still obviously Jesse, right? Okay. Anamika will see the sword being taken away from Jesse, and as Sin moves backwards, she will feel a fairly sharp point in the middle of her back.
For Sin?
Yeah.
Okay,
She's
so
backing away, right?
she's against a wall.
Oh,
So
I thought
you
she
can
was
get to
backing
her
away.
side, but
Oh, okay. Whatever direction she's moving in with the sword, she will bump into a sword's point.
okay,
And
so,
Anamika will say, I do the disarming here.
okay, so I'm going to have you. This is also going to be a fight roll.
Gosh, I hope I can bounce. Jeez, it's my job. A fight roll. All right, let's do it. And let's hopefully not roll snake eyes this time. Do I have to announce if I'm using my +2 now or after the roll?
I'll say after.
Okay.
I'll let you have this. Thank you, people who help out.
Yeah, for sure. This is awesome. Because listen, someone's trying to disarm a super metal sword, and I'm not into that. Okay. Okay, so that is a 6 + 2 is 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
So same thing. You get 2 moves, and she's gonna get 1. You can flirt or provoke your opponent to gain a string on them. Through violence or cutting words, you can inflict a condition. You can create an opportunity for an ally through prowess or distraction, or you can take an object from your opponent and seize a superior position. So you get to do 2 of those.
What Anamika would like to do is gently pluck that sword away from Sin, because as she said, she does the disarming here. And when that happens, she would like to create an opportunity for Jesse with the distraction that is very intense eye contact from someone in armor.
Okay. The thing is, though, Sin's super into it. So she looks at you and she's like, wow, you are rather disarming, aren't you? She is going to flirt to gain a string on you.
Okay.
And she kind of lets you take she's a little bit distracted by you. Jesse, you now have an advantage. You have an opportunity. What would you like to do? I can't hear you.
Oh, my mic was muted. I'm going to try and figure out a person that I'm in physical conflict with. Jessie pushes forward a little bit and sort of shoves Sin with her shoulder into the wall and says, I just can't figure out what makes you tick.
Give me that roll.
Okay.
I love thirsty sword lesbians. Okay.
Everything is so hot. Help.
That is another 7. And when I figure someone out, I can additionally ask one of these questions. I can either ask, what awakens the beast inside you, or how could I get you to kiss me? And I'm going to ask, what awakens the beast inside Sin?
Okay. So is this a special move? Because you're
Yes.
in like okay. So does it, you do you still do the 2 questions of the base?
Yes, it's an
move?
additional question.
Okay. So, what awakens the beast inside Sin? So, even as this is going down, and you can see the thrill that is running through her at the like drama, at the chaos of what is happening. And you've noticed though that even through all this, she has tilted to keep herself in the best lighting. She knows her angles and she sees that spotlight on the stage. And even as she is transfixed by Anamika, there is a little gaze that is pulling her towards the microphone that was already set up. So you can gather that. You may also ask 2 questions, which are, what are your feelings towards whatever? What do you hope to get from whatever? How could I get you to whatever? And what do you love most? And how would you feel if I whatever?
Okay, I'm going to say, what do you hope to get from taking my spot on the stage? And how would you feel if I was the only one performing here? So first is, what do you hope to get from taking my spot tonight?
So she's going to turn to you and she's like, this might be some shitty little bar to you, but this is everything to me. That's my stage. And I'm going to be in that spotlight if it kills me.
And how would you feel if I was the only one performing at Girls' Night Out?
Just a vein pops out on the side of her head. She's like, okay, she adds. She's like, your music's fine, your show is good. But I'm the one who's supposed to be here. I'm the performer for this bar. That's my stage, and you don't belong on it.
Jesse pulls away.
She gets to ask you one question, right? What'd you roll?
I got a 7.
Okay. What I don't get, what's in it for you? Why are you protecting the stage with that ferocity? You don't care.
I care more than you know. That stage is the only place I can be myself without scaring people.
Well, you don't scare me. And that's exactly when Princess Aura pops over Joyce's shoulder. And she's like, what's happening?
Oh, they're about to fight. You're in a safe place. Don't worry about it.
This feels very dangerous.
No. It's a good, safe place. Let me introduce you to our supply closet.
Oh, all right. Who's that? And you open the supply closet and Holly's standing in it and she goes, hello, you are very pretty. And she goes, is this literally a supply closet?
Yes, no, I was not kidding. Why are you here, hun? What's going on? Holly, you're very pretty. Why are you here, hun? What's going on? Are you all right? You're in trouble? Coming here in the dead of night?
Well, I mean, you may have heard. And she like shows the ring.
Joyce screams like,
I know, right? Isn't it pretty? So that's very exciting. And I'm sure Prince Chadwick will be lovely when I meet him tonight out of the altar. But, I mean, you know what it's like. They don't let us go anywhere or do anything. I've never been to a bar. And starting tomorrow, I will be a queen. I will have to be in those political boardrooms, and I'll have to move to Chadwick City State, and I don't even know know anything about it. And I've just never got a chance to just be. I feel like this is my last chance, and I didn't know where to go or what to do, and then I remembered you, that you left. That you could do that, you could just go be a person. And I just was thinking maybe for just even a few hours, maybe I could just be a person.
Oh, sweetheart. And Joyce will put their hand on their shoulder, very comforting. It's perfectly fine. You came to the right waitress. Yeah, we're gonna get you fucked up. It's gonna be great.
Okay, thank you. Do you have anything I could wear? Because, and she, pulls off her clothes, and it's, in a beautiful chiffon gown. It is, she's like, this is as casual as I had. Everyone is in slutty armor, and she is in the most ethereal. There's a train behind her.
Oh, so you brought your couture. All right, you have your couture on. Okay.
Oh, no,
Well,
this is my reading gown. I use it for lounging.
I have to talk to your girl, but in the meantime, yeah, it's okay. We'll make some alterations now. Quick disclaimers. How fucked up do you want to get? This place is dangerous. Do I have to get you back by a specific time? What's going on?
Yes. Well, the wedding is at nightfall, and I should already be there. But I'm not. And that's been going fine for me, frankly.
I mean, as long as they don't find you, you're not in trouble.
Exactly, right? And then I'll show up, and I'll be wed, and they don't even need me to say anything. Frankly, it's a bit alarming, but I just have to show up, walk down the altar, and kiss Chadwick.
Oh, you seemed really excited about that one. You want to try that again, or?
Kiss Chadwick!
Oh, you're breaking at the seams. You don't like him, do you?
I've never met him!
Well,
We were pen pals for a few months. He's got terrible grammar.
all right. Well, some people don't have access to education, but he's a full prince, so there's no excuse.
He has the most education of any person.
All right. Well, I can keep you safe with all the staff that is here, but you gotta understand that it's not a great place financially for us to take in a princess. If you could alleviate some of those burdens, I guarantee your safety.
Okay, I'm gonna say you already have a string on her because of that she came to you, so you can influence with a string for this
Outstanding.
move.
Outstanding. Would you like me to use grace or wit?
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Here's how this works. So you can do an entice roll, but you get to add your string to it, which means you can in addition to your roll find out what it'll take to get them to do what you want. You can add one to your roll against them, or you can subtract one from any roll they make. Okay, they're not gonna make any rolls, so you can either add to your roll, or you can find out now what it'll take for them to do what you want.
I will find out now what it will take for Princess Aura to do what I want.
And
Which
you
is
specifically
pay me.
pay you.
Yes.
So she says to you, she goes, I don't have a ton of money that they just let me have, but if I can make it through the night and I can just enjoy myself and not get caught and taken away in embarrassment and humiliate the crown and deal with that for the rest of my life and the shame on my family and myself and Chadwick's family and his, oh God.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the pressure breaks people. Yep.
Yes, I've noticed that. I could certainly give you the money the funds I have with me now, as well as once I have my crown, I would make sure to remember your kindness.
Absolutely, and that's all we're asking for. And I pet her on the shoulder again. I just really want to keep this job. So that's wonderful. Thank you so much, Princess Aura.
Okay, great. So, do I get to go drink now?
Oh yeah, it's a full makeover. Total makeover in the supply closet. Full makeover. We're incorporating paper towels. We got creativity into it. We give her a nice, it's giving slutty Victorian, slutty medieval mixed together. And we walk
Nobody
out.
knows the past in this bar. Everyone
Nobody knows the
interprets the
past.
term medieval differently. It's great. It's a Ren Fair. It's Ren Fair aesthetic, okay?
It's Ren Fair. It's all made up.
Yeah. When the rules are made up, nothing matters. You managed to actually. I want you to roll for this. I know there isn't a roll for this. Actually, yeah, there is. Okay, I'm making it up. It's a defy disaster roll, and you're gonna give me. You can either use wit or charm, or heart. Wit or heart, or grace. You tell me.
I will choose Grace because that's
Okay.
a 5 on the die. Gross.
Yeah.
So 5 plus 7. That's
Okay.
I'm sorry, 5 plus 2 equals 7.
All right, so you get a hard choice. A hard choice.
Okay.
Which is that the most of the materials you have are a very stark white, which is not her color palette. She is a true autumn, okay? It doesn't really work for her. You could go, however, and look to see like if there are other clothes. Like you know that there's like a back room where people keep other clothes.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we shuttle her over there. Give her a full makeover.
Question. I'm gonna say she's the same size as Svetka. Svetka, what spare outfits would you have?
Oh, Svetka has lots of outfits. They are almost all black. Everything. Some are lace, some are leather. There's a lot of see-through. There's a lot of really tall shoes that are sort of holographic in nature, like oil slick vibes. We're going like, think like 2000s Hot Topic goth.
Okay.
But with like Victorian style chokers as well, with like that little bit of edge of Victorian goth happening.
All right.
Not at all my aesthetic. I don't know what you're talking about. Shh.
No. Now, one thing is Princess Aura has bright red hair.
Uh-huh.
Iconic, beautiful, luscious, Ariel. She's serving Little Mermaid, okay? It is very noticeable. So you get her into this getup, and she's got the high frilly collar that is like, it's like one of those, you know, those like neck corsets that goes here with the little, the portrait medallion in the middle.
Cameo.
The little silhouette. And then it leads right into a full like mesh bodysuit that connects with some like a little leather mini skirt and some fucking shit kickers for boots. Just like really excessive, frankly. Svetka's little and these add height. And so I feel like you have like 4 pairs of the exact same giant pairs of boots.
Yes, correct.
And so, and when you've got her in this getup, though, her red hair seems even brighter because everything now is monochrome, so it's just like neon red. And she's still got her full like makeup on from the palace, which is all like glittery and little designs and stuff all over her. Just, how do I look?
You look like the princess in disguise. We need a few more things. I know. I ask Marla, Carla, and Darla to come over, and I just start taking accessories off them. Like, all right, you stay right there. And I take like their jacket. I take one of their wigs, and I'm just like, oh, we're just gonna situate this.
Oh my god, okay, which wig is it? So here, I'm gonna give you choices. Okay? Marla has space buns. Like right up, bright colored. Darla has like long hair, but like woven into it in braids so that the whole thing are like LED strips so that it lights up. And Carla has a very kind of like very harsh, cropped, very bisexual bob, okay? Very bisexual bob. Pick it out.
I'm a full-on just take the wig off of the first, because I feel like the second with the LEDs might draw a little bit too much attention.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep it a little bit more low-key.
Space buns it is.
Space buns right on her head. Boom.
Perfect. It's a pastel purple space bun situation now. to match your aesthetic. And then otherwise the full goth getup. And she goes, "How about now?"
Beautiful. Outstanding. That's wonderful. Can Holly let everyone else know something?
Yes.
Holly, would you be a dear and let everybody know that we have a very special guest tonight and no harm at all can come to them?
I can do that. And then right there, right next to everyone. So I just feel like we jump back to the scene with a very tense scene with Sin and Anamika and Jesse. And then Holly just leans right in and she goes, "We have a very special guest and no harm may come to them."
Well, no harm should come to any of our guests.
There are a lot of swords right now.
That's
Yet no blood drawn.
we're
Good.
not really guests or staff, so
Oh. And then she points to Sin. This guest does not have a sword.
off-duty staff.
Oh. Okay.
Who?
Molly.
Wait.
Whoop. Hello.
Who's the guest?
The guest is with Joyce.
Oh, yes.
She looks like this. And then whoomp, Holly does a full like hologram change into an exact replica of Princess Aura but she does it into like halfway through the disguise because Holly's doing her best. So
Isn't
she
that-
does have the hair. She does not have the space buns yet, but she does have
Okay.
the slutty little outfit.
Oh. Yes. Special guest. I shall be sure to protect her, and if any of you see her, protect her as well.
I will not protect anyone, but I will be here to offer words of encouragement. You're doing great. You're doing great. Please do not stab the guests. Goodbye.
You know, she never says anything about what to do if the guests stab you first.
And at that moment, though, you see Sin just kind of cock an eyebrow. She's like, "I can see you've got a lot on your plate. I'll just be on my way."
One thing. You don't know anything about a missing Zeppelin, do you?
No, never heard of a Zeppelin. Sorry, no. Okay. Do you want to roll a figure someone out, or
I think. So many. Yes, I will. I'm not very smart when it comes to those kinds of things.
I believe in you.
That's a 4.
No!
I was wrong to believe in you.
Jesse takes everything at face value.
Okay. So, with a failure mark experience, but we are going to have a turn for the worst. That is how it works in this game. A failure never means just nothing. Failure means your shit gets worse. So here's what happened. Sin looks at you, looks at Anamika, and says, "I don't know anything about your Zeppelin, but I do need to be going now. Thank you. I think I may have found my stage after all." And she turns and saunters towards the front door.
Should we be worried?
She's just a performer. Like me. And performers are difficult to deal with.
You've never been difficult to deal with. Oh, this is yours. Folks,
Thank you.
hands over the sword tar.
Thank you, Anamika.
Anytime.
I'm gonna increase my feral by one, since I think Jesse is going to display intense emotion in a way that society wants me to conceal. But like taking the sword back and kind of blush that happens, you see Jesse's hair like puffs out, like it's all standing on end and goes from these like fluffy curls to just huge, massive, like when a cat is startled and like completely puffs up, and she just sort of shivers, full body shivers as their hands brush on the sword tar, and the hair, she like flattens the hair back down and thank you.
You have the most interesting hair I've ever seen. In a good way.
You could look at it some other time, but I really have to try and find. You haven't seen a giant, glowing, sort of blimp bubble thing, have you?
No.
It's got a sexy
But,
Mothman on it.
Oh. No. No, I'm sad I didn't see it.
It's okay. You're doing a great job.
Oh, right. I should get to work.
Yes, I'm gonna go see if I can find. Okay.
Okay. Walks away.
Okay. So, Anamika, you walk away and you turn and you walk directly in to Joyce and Princess Aura, who have just kind of come up to the bar where Setka and Raven are serving wildly. And she goes, "Oh, hello. Sorry, what do I do?" And she kind of like taps Joyce. She goes, "What do I do when I meet people? I'm assuming I don't curtsy."
No, in a bar, you can just say, "Hi, how's it going?" You don't even have to give your name or anything.
Goodness. Hi, how's it going?
And look at Anamika, I'm like,
You with all the armor.
It's going well. It's a pleasure to meet you. Looks at Joyce. Are we doing this?
"You're doing great. You're doing great."
Lovely. May I buy you a beverage?
Oh, I'm on the job, so I can't drink, but please do enjoy yourself.
Oh.
And if anyone should give you trouble, give Holly a holler and she'll get me.
Who's Holly?
Holly!
I put my hand out.
Hello. I'm Holly.
This is Holly.
I'm Holly.
She's everywhere at all times.
That's true, unless you leave the confines of this building, in which case I no longer exist.
She does have a little bit outside in the line.
That's true. We own the sidewalk directly adjacent to the building, and so sometimes I like to go for little strolls. I watch the passers-by and try to imagine what they're talking about.
Holly,
Yes.
did you see the Zeppelin go anywhere? Or anyone take it?
The Zeppelin? Which Zeppelin?
The one Moonwife brings all its equipment.
Are you talking about Moonwife?
Yeah, what?
Oh my god, I'm a huge wifey.
Oh no!
I love them so much.
Oh
Is Moonwife
no!
here?
Oh, yes, they're playing tonight. Maybe.
With the Mothman ate my cat.
That sounds right.
Yes, I actually saw the van on the way here.
Oh, where was it leaving?
Yes, now that you mentioned it was.
It's been stolen, perhaps. Not exactly my area of expertise, but we should all help, I'm sure.
Oh, are we going to do an adventure?
No, you aren't. No, no.
I think Svedka would have come up at first of all, at the mention of, with Anamika and the guest gathering, and I think at this point we've put, if something's missing, I could ask my family to help us find it. Perhaps.
Oh, that's a really good idea. Wait. This is not my job. I should go do my job.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but
no, you're not interrupting. Please help Jesse. But I should take care of that line outside.
Raven kind of chimes in. She was like, "Hey, you want me to watch the door?"
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah, I got you. Hey, fuckers, give me your money or you can't come in.
Raven's very good at getting money from people.
Yeah. You get to the door and she's like not only taking cover, but she's like taking people's full wallets and like some of their jewels and stuff. She's like, let's get a bidding war going. This club is small. We can't fit you all in. Who really wants it? Yeah. Good.
Okay.
Lineups are for nerds.
Anamika will turn to the rest of the group and say, we should, if we're going to have a big show tonight and make a lot of money, we need to make sure Moonwife gets its instruments back.
Oh, yes, of course.
And I guess we should get Jesse back.
Why are you smiling so much when you saying their name?
I'm not smiling.
You have
You're
a little,
smiling.
Your cheeks get red.
No, they got real red and you smiled real big every time you said Jesse's name. We don't have to talk about it right now, but we will circle back.
I like circling back.
Your heart rate has increased considerably.
Holly!
Are you well?
Not right now, no.
Would you like some emotional support?
No, I know what happened last time you did that.
I think it worked out great.
Okay, how about you get Jesse, or tell Jesse we're coming to her house.
All right, next to you, Jesse. Hello.
You gotta stop doing that. Okay.
You are very pretty. Your friends are coming to meet you. They have new information about the LED Zeppelin.
Oh, that's actually useful. Thank you, Holly.
Thank you. I cannot walk any further. You have now left my perimeter.
I'm just trying to follow this phone tracker thingy.
Um,
I'll wait here. Let them know I'm on the outside behind the bar.
Jesse has left the perimeter of where I am able to walk.
Oh, were you not able to get her?
I was able to talk, but not
good.
able to reach her.
Well, we should go. Right? Joyce?
Of course. What's up?
Your guest is staying here?
So surreptitiously, Princess Aura has been like sipping the abandoned martini. That was like left on there. And she goes, "Oh, lovely.
Oh, I could make you your own drink.
That would be wonderful. How much does that cost?" And she takes out like a satchel of gold and throws the equivalent of $1,000 on the bar.
You're gonna
That
put
seems
that away?
appropriate.
What?
Wait, but not that bit.
Mm-mm.
Anamika stops the 1,000 from being slid back.
I will make something very special for you.
Oh, thank you.
And I would like actually to use one of my moves to do this.
Yes.
I'll use the
Ooh.
divination move while I make this cocktail for the princess.
Okay.
Because so Svedka's divination looks like essentially like mixing a cocktail, but like as weird as the ingredients that Svedka uses are, this gets even weirder. And some of the like dust stars that sort of are just perpetually around them are like start to also like coalesce into the drink. It's pretty obvious, but that like it essentially that process looks. And part of the reason that Svedka does this is like making a special cocktail, but also to learn some information about this person, this special guest that because at this point Svedka doesn't know shit about this person.
Okay.
So basically this, when I have the time and safety to read the unseen truth of someone, it's depending on how I roll, you can tell me something interesting about the person or the obstacle that they face.
Great. What's our donation total at yet? Do I want to make this spicy?
That's a 9.
A 9.
Yes.
Okay, so it's a mixed success. So what does that do?
On a 7 to 9, I learn the truth and clear a condition.
Okay.
Which, I don't have any conditions right now. But...
Ooh, okay, we're at 240 for this game. Here's what you'll get.
Okay.
Here's what you'll get.
Mhm.
And we'll see what happens after this to see how spicy it is. You hear the little, like, ding, 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 the chiming sound of your little dust family all around you, the stardust illuminating. And in front of you, they sort of coalesce as you're mixing your drinks. And they make like little shapes depicting a scene. So they are able to show you something like scrying.
Cool.
They use the colors of the liquids below them to depict imagery in a way that communicates with you, in a way that is able to show you something from the past, present, or future.
Ooh.
And you see Princess Aura in her chambers and her receiving room. And you can't hear it, you can just see. You see she's drinking a cup of tea.
Mm-hmm.
And the camera pans over. And you see seated across from her is Sin, smiling. And with that, we are going to go to our second break. So everybody, hydrate or die straight.
Do you want to know what cocktail she's getting?
Yes, I want to know more than anything.
So this cocktail is made from bitter fruit from Alpha Centauri, seduction, with a hint of Prosecco.
Oh, stunning.
I call
Stunning.
I call it a Negroni Spagliato.
Oh, amazing. Amazing.
I also just want to say, like, the word sbagliato is Italian for mistake. So I very much like this. I'm like, a mistake here for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A beautiful divination drink. Perfect. All right, wonderful people. Let's see you in 5 minutes. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We have a tense moment where we have rejoined the party. And we got some more donations. Heck yeah. I just want to make it known that we are at, what was it, 275 now? Yeah, we're at 275 total. If you decide to give, if you decide to give $35, a player of your choice gets an advance move, which are really cool elements, and we're about to showcase one. Okay, I just want you to know these are cool as heck. If we make it to a total of 400, we get another plot twist, and I know what it is in my head. And it'll ruin everybody's day, which is what I crave as an energy. I'm just saying, if you want Holly to tell you that you're pretty, we need to be at $400. Okay, thank you. But on that note, star swipe back to Girls' Night Out. And you are all circled around the bar, except for Jessie, who is outside. And you, Jessie, you have the tracker. You can see your LED Zeppelin getting away from you as the rest of them are inside. What do you do?
Now, I know they are coming to join me,
Yes.
but I think because I have committed myself to this goal. I'm going to... Oh, man. I think I should do it.
Do it.
I'm going to cast aside the tracker sort of into this belt pouch that I have, and then start breathing very heavy. Take a few steps forward away from the bar, and then dart into an alley, and Jesse begins to grow and shift. Lets out a huge yawning stretch, and their spine just cracks. And then they fall to all fours, their hair growing and growing. And Jesse becomes a gigantic brown Samoyed.
Oh my god!
Massive ears, huge fluffy face. And I increase my feral to 4, and I roll plus daring. Let's see how this goes. Oh, okay. That is a 9. So on a 7 to 9, I can choose 1, and I'm going to choose you can move in ways no ordinary person could. Which means I'm going to be able to move very, very fast, and I would say jump very high. And I begin to chase after where I saw the blimp.
Run, taran, taram. Jesse is off. A giant, just like I'm imagining this like, because you're so big, you're even, Samoyeds are huge and you're bigger than that. So it's very much like a bear just running through the city at this point. Just like a big fluffy boy.
A huge spiked belt.
Yes.
Like as a collar, just like, making the puff sort of shrink in like this. The belt becomes the collar, and a giant sword strapped to the back still.
Amazing.
Oh. Yeah.
Ow.
Okay, so back in the bar, Anamika, you just feel a shiver go through you and you don't know why. But the rest of you, plus Princess Aura and 2.5 hollies. 2 hollies are there, but then also one is kind of wandering around, and you are circled around. What do you do?
We should go.
Yes, we should.
Okay, if we go outside, I can... Somebody give me a name for our horse.
Oh, well, thank you. Oh, thank you, NPC names. Did you know that you can donate to name NPCs? Because we've got one here. It's Lemmy Hellmeister.
Oh, if you come around back, I can whistle for Lemmy.
Oh.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, yes.
So we're going to rush out the door that Jessie went out, and Anamika is, of course, going to look for her. But when she doesn't see her, Anamika will give out a very shrill, old-timey, like, 2-fingered whistle. Yes. For Lemmy Hellmeister.
I'm gonna hang back for like 2 seconds because I assume the princess is staying at the bar.
Oh, she's following you unless
she
you
is? Okay,
stop
great.
her.
Perfect. Never mind then.
An adventure, wonderful. And she's taking the Spagliato with her. She's like,
Well, yes. You won't be driving, so it's fine for you to have a drink.
oh, wonderful.
She's
yeah,
very
so we just-
pretty.
Oh,
She really is.
thank you. I do get that a lot.
And Svedka stares intently at the princess. No, she's very pretty.
Are you
She's
talking
not
to
very nice though.
me? Are you talking to me?
I am talking to you, yes.
Am I pretty? Who's pretty?
Her.
Who?
The one my family told me about. She's not very nice sometimes, though.
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you do, but that's okay.
I'm quite sure I do not, actually. And then at that moment, you just hear the grr, 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 as the galloping sound of metal on cobblestone, as the most beautiful stallion of all metallic, but like metal, but like an iridescent metal, like a kind of like hollow moment here, gallops up. This is an advanced move. Anamika has gained a steed.
Thanks for the donation.
Thank you. And Lemmy just comes up to you and goes, and gives you a big nuzzle. And the metal of Lemmy's face is warm.
Anamika will go immediately to the saddle and press a latch, and the carriage part unfolds for guests to take seats.
Immediately, Lemmy does like like he's getting gnats off him, or like shaking out his mane. You know what? He does have a mane. He has a beautiful mane. It's rainbow and it's great. And he shakes out his mane, and they just go tukunk, tukunk. Out of each side, a sidecar pops out, and then like a hydraulic lift out the back, a chariot appears behind him.
I don't think we have time. Anamika is going to immediately, like the knight that she is, she's going to put her armored boot in the stirrup and get on that horse. Get in, friends. We've got a chase to do. Let me find Jesse.
And then immediately, Levy just kind of goes,
oh, right. Yeah.
and Levy just starts running forward.
Yeah. Anamika's like, wait, no, I gotta steer.
Okay, my question. Joyce and Svetka, where are you? So you have the options of being in a sidecar or a chariot.
I push the princess into the chariot.
Oh.
Joyce skitchens on the outside.
Okay.
Just holds on.
I will go in the chariot with the princess.
Okay. She goes, oh, goodness. And
Hello.
Joyce is behind, wheels alight, just like sketching behind, as Lemmy takes off. Now, Anamika, you don't know which way Jesse went. Jesse is out of sight. What are we doing?
I guess we're rolling. Let me see, what do I have?
Well, tell me what you're trying to do, and we'll figure out a role for it.
Well, Anamika, well, the princess said, we're gonna ask the princess which direction she saw the Zeppelin going, and head in that direction, because Anamika doesn't know where Jessie is. Her guess is that she is also chasing the Zeppelin, but we need the Zeppelin to get the instruments back to play the show, so that's where we're going.
Okay, so she's going to be... Oh, yes, I saw it going that way.
That way! I think Anamika pulls out her sword on principle so that she can point with the sword. Yeah, it just feels right.
Oh, that's lovely. Can I have one of those?
You can buy them, I think.
Oh,
I
can I
owned
buy
mine
that
through
one?
combat. No, I owned it through combat.
Oh,
I do have a lot of money, though.
Well, if you want to buy me a better one, you can have this one.
All right. And she's just going to hand you a satchel of gold.
Oh, perhaps after we've accomplished our goals tonight?
Right. You should be focusing on the road.
It's fine.
Lemmy's just like, hurrah, just like barreling through
Lemmy's got
pedestrians.
my
Move
sword is
out of the
made
way of the
great-
giant metallic horse people.
I tell the princess, my sword is made out of the rage of my family members.
That I can actually relate to. I think there've been many a weapon forged of monarch's rage.
Well, my family aren't monarchs. They're space dust, kind of. They also live in a different dimension.
You're strange.
I get that a lot.
All right.
Joyce, fully from the outside of the chariots. We any closer to finding Jesse, or what are we up to? What are we on our way, or
We're trying to find the Zeppelins. Zeppelin. LED Zeppelin.
Moment you kind of like tear around a circle. Joyce, you get like whipped around. I don't
loving it?
like. I play Derby, so I'm just like a good whip. Like you actually start going faster than the carriage.
So awesome.
It's cool as hell. And you kind of are able to see in the distance. You don't see Jesse, but you do see a trail of destruction. Of just like crates that have been thrown aside. You see a bunch of very upset looking people who are just like, what is going on? All around. And it all looks very fresh.
I think it looks very fresh and familiar to Joyce. And they go, oh, we're close.
What? It's totally a secret. Nobody knows.
We're close.
Yeah, we're close.
Yeah.
I have gossip.
Yeah.
I know everybody's
Jesse,
business.
Mothman ate my girlfriend's cat. My ex-girlfriend's cat definitely has a song on it that's like, my dark fluffy secret.
Yeah. That
Okay.
checks out.
After the show, we should figure out what Anamika thinks it is.
Okay. So Lemmy is galloping. And then Anamika, you're at the front. You're riding Lemmy, so you have the best view now that Joyce is back behind the carriage. And you see just like a big fluff up ahead, just disappearing around a corner, just like a big ball of brown fluff. But it has a very distinct curl pattern.
I think Anamika is interested. And we follow that's still, I guess, the direction in which we're supposed to go, so we'll follow. But Anamika is watching the fluff ball until we can pull up next to a fluffer.
Yeah. So, Jesse, you hear the galloping behind you, and even through your sort of feral state, this is loud. And you notice that something's actually keeping pace with you.
The giant dog turns its head to the side for a second, and its tongue sort of lolls out at it, and then just like pushes off and leaps up on top of a building with a giant stride, and then begins to jump between buildings following this tracker.
Ooh. Have any of you ever seen dogs do that? Oh yeah, I lost my accent. I'm sorry. Whatever. I'm too shocked. My weird Indo-British blend.
We
Custom
love it.
boiled. Have any of you ever seen dogs do that?
Yep, that's a normal thing for dogs to do. Joyce lies. For different, unrelated reasons, follow that dog.
Okay. Hey, puppy, come down. I don't want you to get hurt. Please.
And Lemmy is confused now. Listen. Lemmy is a good boy, but not a smart boy. And 3 dimensions are very confusing. So he's like trying
Lemmy
to...
is me.
Yeah. Lemmy is doing his best. And he's just like, he had to like pull in his sidecars because the alleyway got narrow. And he just kind of looks a little defeated. He's like,
You're a good boy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Let's go. You got this. Come on.
He's just kind of confused. He's kind of going around. He's trying to figure out which way it is, but he's having trouble keeping up.
I think Anamika's gonna reach down with a metal carrot or Lemmy.
Perks up immediately, like, and just like,
Go. Yeah. You got this. Let's go. You can keep going.
and just takes off at a full pace. Does not know where to go. Just run fast. Do best work.
Who's the real puppy here?
Yeah.
It's me.
It's them. Yeah. Straight up screaming though. For real though, follow that dog. Not kidding. Not a joke.
We're
It's hard
trying.
to. I kind of. Lemmy, can you fly? I don't know how we. Oh, okay, never mind. Just keep going straight. And Anamika's just has eyes on the paparoony now.
So, Jesse, you see that this, you can kind of see that, and especially from your vantage now, that you're being followed. Are you going to investigate? Like, what are you doing?
I think Jesse's pretty determined on this, and I'm trying to use my. Here we are. I have to scroll back. Using that ferocious determination that I've got going on. If I choose to not commit myself to my goal in a scene, if I don't violate civilized norms, then I refrain, and it counts as an uncomfortable situation that reduces my feral by 1 and marks a condition on me. So I think that Jesse's like torn in this moment, sort of looking down and maybe recognizing some of the people who are following, not wanting them to get too close. So maybe they'll like pick her out. So when she sees it, she's like closer to the tracker. If we're getting close to the point where the Zeppelin might be, then Jesse is going to sort of jump down and duck into an alleyway and shift back down, and I have to mark a condition.
Okay. So the way conditions work in this game is you get to choose an emotional state that your character is taking on that affects them negatively. So what condition are you taking for Jesse?
Jesse's going to take insecure.
Oh, no.
Jesse feels like she lost herself a little bit in this determination, and she's both like losing her tenacious purpose, and she's anxious that some of the people from Girls' Night Out saw her make a mess. So she's insecure.
Okay. So you get this moment, and Lemmy is galloping at full speed, and then you both kind of turn the corner, and you see like a beautiful beacon shining in front of you. The biggest titty Mothman, just like illuminated, buxom, provocative, and in big letters it says Mothman ate my ex-girlfriend's cat on the side of this beautiful LED Zeppelin.
The titty stickers are little moths.
Yes, correct. Actually, yes. And it is illuminating. It is in traffic, essentially. It is an air traffic. So there are airships all around, and it has sort of come to a stop still. And you can see that there is a, you know your car. You know the sound that it makes.
That's my ride.
It's a little rundown, okay? And so every time you
Only
try to...
because I use so much energy to power the Mothman tits, those are way more important than, gas. Or whatever we used in 3069.
The Mothman tits are fluttering, like they're flickering the lights.
Yeah.
Because of all the energy that's trying to go into making it like go higher, like the fires that are going, like just because you're clearly trying to pass above. So it's struggling, okay? She was never very
That's
good
my baby.
at 3D. But you see this ahead of you, all of you do, and you kind of just like get to the end of a platform where then it goes out as like a sheer drop where it's like the air traffic. And I'm gonna say, Jesse, you're up above, but Lemmy is going to just kind of like and kind of skid to a halt.
Oh boy!
Poor Joyce, you're You have to do something. You have to defy disaster right now. Give me a defy disaster roll, Joyce.
That's a 4.
Yeah, mark experience, Joyce.
No problem. We'll do.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Here's what happens, Joyce. Lemmy does not see this ledge coming. And so he's able to stop. He has a very good braking system. You know who doesn't have a good braking system, though? Joyce. So when he comes to an immediate halt, Joyce is launched over. And you watch as Joyce just goes foof right over your head, just past the platform into air traffic and just starts falling.
I can't fly. Can anybody fly?
Jesse's like climbing down a fire escape and picking pieces of holographic newspaper out of her hair.
Can I try getting my unseen relatives to help with this?
Sure.
I would like this would have to happen so quick, but I would like to try and have. It says that I can. I would like to commune with them and sort of yell at all of my relatives. Go help my friend, please.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, in order to do this, because it's a big deal, you will have to call on a toxic power.
Okay.
Ooh. Yes.
I was gonna try and use my commune with the unseen move.
I think we might make you like a little combo move, because I think just communing is more about like the communication and by unseen, like, but if you're wanting like a physical intervention, we'll let you like leverage that.
Okay, cool.
But we got to use something a little more a little more dangerous.
Of course.
So you're gonna roll plus spirit.
Okay, good. That's terrible.
We're a little hot and fast with the rules here. Just let me go.
It's a 9.
Okay, so we got a mixed success. It takes something from you, either knowledge, reputation, or something physical, or you mark a condition, or it gains a string on you. Okay, so here's my question, Svetka. You generally have you talk to your family a lot.
Yeah.
But not everyone agrees with your decision.
Most of them don't know.
To take on a physical form and work at a bar. Who is the most vehemently opposed to this?
It's kind of hard to tell because it's not like they're necessarily individual entities and they change a lot, but essentially it's like the one who is the loudest is the entity that most would call grandparent.
Okay. So Svetka, you call out to the unseen family that hovers around you at all times, and you hear back in your mind, Svetka, my child, we can help. Of course we can help. But we do this for you. You come back to us.
Right away?
No,
I don't have...
We can work out details once your friend's safe.
I don't want to go back. It's so
she's
much
falling, Svetka.
Oh, okay, fine.
There's traffic.
Just save her, please.
Okay, we save. I miss you, little one. And Joyce, you are just free falling, and all around you, air traffic is like swerving, and you're just like, and you can see the ground below you swiftly approaching. When suddenly the air around you starts to glow, and you are encompassed in a bubble of glitter, until it actually forms like a barrier beneath you, and you feel light as air, and it absorbs you, and you just hear 1,000 little whispers all around you, like, and the sounds of chimes. as you are slowly, gently raised back up. And the rest of you see as these little lights kind of Joyce back onto the platform.
And then Jessie just like sprint slides, baseball slides into Joyce with her arms out. And was like, oh, nope, didn't get it.
Woohoo! Thank you so much for that donation. An advanced move has been donated to Joyce. Joyce, congratulations on surviving. Please take your advanced move. Have a little look at your character sheet. See what you're gonna do with that.
I'm gonna, by the
Horrifying,
way,
thank
take
you.
the hopeless condition.
Oh,
Baby.
sweet child. I'm sorry. All right. So this is all going on. Jessie is wrapped around Joyce. Anamika is on Lemmy still, and Svetka is
I'm on a horse.
yeah. Svetka, you are in the chariot with the princess as you all see the Zeppelin in front of you. We're $45 away from the next plot twist. Please, I want this so badly. Please. This will be the best $45 you ever spent in your life. Okay.
The starlight around Svedka dims very significantly at this point. And the like eyes go from being like this bright purple to sort of a dull gray. And the skin sort of grays out a little bit more rather than more bluish tinge, and even the hair starts to droop a little bit more. They just look something a little more less real about Svedka at this point.
Jessie steps back from Joyce for a moment and says, "You guys caught up with me so fast. That's crazy."
Oh. Yeah. Oh, sorry, you turned to Joyce. Never mind. I don't
Talking
hear
to
you.
Joyce, but the rest
Okay.
of you, since I think we're together now.
We're all together. Yeah, no.
Yeah, silly, we're your friends. We had to make sure everything was okay.
I feel a lot better now that you are all here.
Svedka will
But
come-
that's someone has my Zeppelin and I don't know who, so I'm not. Usually, I just kind of take off with, the vehicle. I'm not really sure how we get up there.
Sorry. Hi. Nice to meet you. Yes.
Hi.
Do you want me to call you like a cab or something?
Do it.
Sure.
All right. And she just kind of waves like this. You sure that works? Hold on. And she goes to the edge of the platform. Excuse me. And an airship comes. And in that airship is the artist formerly known as Romby Dazzler. And he goes, "Hey, get on in. Where we going?"
Follow those titties.
Oh. Yeah, that's real close by. Like, okay, I can. All right, just so. Are you bringing the horse? I don't think I can fit the horse.
Oh, no, he can stay.
All right,
And Anamika will dismount.
all right.
and
Okay.
Hop over to the cab.
Oh, this is quaint. And so the cab is like it's a little like platform deck. So it's like essentially like I'm thinking of like a tut-tut. You know what I mean? Like, but instead of having like it's like a carriage in the back where it's like, but it's like a large platform instead with like a railing. So you like, it pulls up and you like open a gate to enter. It's like, all right, everybody in?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Joyce, you're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. Did y'all see when I flew though? Do we want to? What happened with that? Was that one of y'all or?
Oh, well, my family helps a little bit with
Your
that.
family, your dust family. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, that was mighty nice of them. Can I thank them? Or do they like? Well, you know what? We'll suss it out later. But thank you so much. That was really kind of you and your family.
Anything for you. Well, yes. I didn't want to see you hurt.
Ah, I hug them. I give them a big hug. That's so nice of you. Thank you. You know, ever
Svetka
since
glows
you-
a little brighter.
Oh,
Svetka, would you consider this an act of emotional support?
I would think so.
Okay, so we're gonna do an emotional support roll. And well, a few things are gonna happen for Svetka right now. Okay. I'm trying to keep up with what's happening in the chat, but so okay, let's start with Joyce giving the emotional support roll.
That's an 8 on the die. What's that plus? Emotional support.
Plus heart or spirit.
I have shit in both of those.
Perfect.
So that's an 8.
An 8. Okay. So, if Svetka decides to open up to you, if they open up to you, they choose one. They can clear a condition, mark experience, take one going forward, or gain an insight from the GM about an obstacle facing one of you.
My forearms are on yours, Svedka, and I'm just staring into your eyes with pure 100% earnesty, going, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that, and that was really kind of you. Can you pass on your thanks to your family?
I would. They want me to return into the metaphysical form, not the physical form.
Right now?
No, but as repayment for helping you.
Oh no, we'll figure something out. You're not going anywhere. And I brings them a little bit closer. That's just not gonna do.
Okay, if you say so.
I do.
I didn't want to see you hurt, and I thought I was willing to make the bargain for that.
Well, here I am.
I do
Not
it
a
for
scratch
any
on
of
me.
us.
Well, of course, we're friends. That's what you're supposed to do for friends.
We are friends.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not gonna make sure you're not gonna go anywhere. I link arms with them.
Oh,
I quite like the form you've taken, and I want to see more of it.
I quite like your form too.
Oh, shucks. Thank you.
Svetka, are you clearing your insecure condition?
Yes.
That felt like
Hopeless.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
Also, you've got a fan. ZZ Top just donated to advance you, so you've
Heck yeah.
gained a special ability. And Joyce, you've taken your advanced ability as well, right?
Yes, my advanced ability is going to be guidance from above.
Okay. Perfect. Historians will say they were the best of friends.
Just a couple of gal pals.
Just gals being pals.
I'm gonna take the astral dance.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're about to need it because that was a $45 donation. You know what that means, kids? It's time for another plot twist. So here's what happens. You, in this little cab, pull up and to the LED Zeppelin and are able to get right beside the front. Now, this is a pretty big truck. And you see that it's like a, like a Zeppelin, like how it's like the whole like carriage area on the bottom, right? So there is like a sliding side metal door that you can like slide open from the exterior. But through the window, all you can see is that the figure who is driving is in heavy wool and has their face obscured, and you can't see them. And you just hear, "Oh dear, that looks very scary. Should we go in? I don't know if we should go in there."
That's my Zeppelin. We're going in.
Lead the way, Jesse.
Jesse steps forward and looks back and then leaps into the cab.
Okay.
Anamika's gonna follow.
Yeah. Joyce slips her hands into their hands into their apron and pulls out their brass knuckles and follows.
Becca?
Yes.
Svedka pulls out, sort of holds out her hands, and in one of them materializes this, out of the stardust, this like very glimmery sort of sword that looks like it has a bunch of eyeballs in it, weirdly. Not sure. And then sort of takes this very graceful jeté across to get to the Zeppelin.
And from the cab, there's like not a very big gap, but the princess reaches for. She goes, "Sorry, do you mind?" And she's like, she's reaching for a hand. She's used to having people help her over puddles, so she's
Of course. Anamika is a knight. Of course, the hand is out for the princess.
And so she is going to daintily hop into Anamika's arms.
Oh.
And she goes,
I've got you.
"Thank you so much." And she's going to slide the door shut behind her. She goes, "This has been so wonderful." And you look in the back of the cab, and there are 8 royal guards. And the driver looks back and goes, "Princess Aura, this is the one you're telling me about?" And she nods towards Joyce. She goes, "Yes, I'm so sorry, dear, but Chadwick wants a princess. And I just don't think I'm right for the job. So we're going to bring you to the wedding instead. Thank you." And the Zeppelin starts turning back towards the palace instead.
Not in my car. And not holding my knight. And I would love to. Now, I'm not sure if we're using the variant fight moves.
You know what? Fuck it. Do what you want. You say cool shit, you get to do what you want. Those are the rules here.
Jessie lunges forward and rips the sword tar off of her back, and I'm launching a bold and confident attack with the intent to defeat someone.
Okay, who are you attacking?
I'm attacking the princess.
All right.
Not my friend.
So Anamika is directly in front of her, and there is a guard who is slid right next to her. So you're going to give me a fight roll.
Okay.
A lot that can go wrong, though. I'm just telling you.
Amazing. Would you say that I'm trying to advance my goal? Am I using my tenacious?
Oh, yeah.
Tenacious. Okay, then I get a
This
plus
is
1
your
on that.
van.
This is my van. Amazing. Okay.
Your
I roll
instruments.
plus
You can see
daring.
that the guards have like just thrown your instruments aside to make room.
How dare? Okay, well that is a 10.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So, choose 3 and the opponent chooses 1. Okay. Yeah, what are you doing? You got a lot of power here.
And also, well, because it is a lunge, it says I get to inflict a condition, mark a condition, and choose 2 maneuvers.
Okay. So you lunge and you are going to inflict the condition frightened on her. She felt very smug a second ago. She is now surrounded by her guards and was not expecting this. And so you are going to just like, "Hah!" And she's going to stumble backwards. And she's going to say, well, I guess I should have listened when Sin told me that you were dangerous.
And I will mark the angry condition as Jessie growls towards the princess. And then the two maneuvers that I would like to use, I am going to create an opportunity for an ally through prowess or distraction. I'm going to distract the princess to allow Anamika to gain an advantage. And
Sweet.
I want to provoke my opponent and gain a string on them. So with my knight and all of that, Jessie is trying to provoke the princess into, I think, a kind of, I don't know, maybe like a personal rivalry or a personal jealousy, since she's got her guards and now Jessie's saying, you know, you don't have any power over our paladin.
Okay. So you can kind of see her just kind of like stumble back. She's like, guards, please, guards! And the guards kind of like they go against you, but then they see Anamika there and they're just kind of like, they just have a little hesitation. As you have now inflicted a string on her where she's concerned about your power. She's frightened and she's concerned.
Okay.
She is, however, going to get a move on you. And actually, you know what? I'm going to say she already did it. Through cutting words, she inflicted a condition. So because she made you angry.
Yes.
Who wants to go next?
Anamika has an idea. Anamika drops the princess, right?
Okay.
The princess landed in her arms.
Yes.
And just says, apologies, Your Highness, but at girls' night out, we only do things with consent. And she draws her sword.
I could hire you. You could have a post with the Royal Guard.
Joyce only goes where she wants to go. They want to go.
All right. So are you fighting or are you trying to intimidate?
Anamika is
Give me
not. Yeah. I mean, it is kind of fighting because it's fighting with my one brain cell.
The way the fight mechanics in this game work doesn't necessarily mean like punchy kicky, but it means like.
Yes, we are there. The sword is out. It is Anamika has taken a very protective stance in front of the folks to whom she is devoted.
Okay.
All right. Right. That is an 8 plus 1, so 9. Doesn't really help very much.
Question.
Oh,
Can
yeah,
I
what is-
petition the GM since I created an opportunity for Anamika to get a +1 forward?
Yes.
Yay!
So that brings you to a 10.
Okay.
A glowing success.
So I would like to create an opportunity for an ally through distraction. I think, once again, Anamika is making very intense eye contact. And I don't know, maybe a little bit of a movie moment of like the sword at the chin.
Yes.
And that will give whoever, either Svetka or Joyce, whoever goes next, give them an opportunity. And that's 1. She already has a condition.
So the way defeat works is by stacking conditions.
Okay. Okay, here we go. I would like her to take the condition guilty. Because Anamika has talked about how we do things with consent. And basically, in not wanting to be the one marrying this person, you're forcing somebody else into that exact situation, and that's really shitty. Make her feel kind of bad about it.
So you do kind of see it, like it flickers across her face. This like fear and guilt, and she says like, "You don't understand. I can't do this. Joyce can do this. Joyce will be fine. It'll be fine. And you can just see like kind of like grr in her head. She is going to, however, create an opportunity for an ally through prowess or distraction. And so
I did get one more.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I do get 3. And the last thing I wanted to do was I want to seize a superior position. Mm-hmm. So do a little slow moving in a circle to where Anamika is now closer. Anamika and allies are closer towards the driving apparatus on this Zeppelin. How do you drive a Zeppelin?
In this Zeppelin, it's like literally a metal van that just happens to have a giant balloon on top. Okay,
yeah. So we're heading towards the steering wheel. We're turning this car around.
Perfect. Okay. So she is going to create an opportunity for an ally through prowess or distraction. And she's going to turn okay, well, actually, it's not really a distraction, but she's going to you'll hear the royal alarms going again, the sirens behind you. She's like, I called them. They're coming. It's over for you. Give up. Give up. And as she's doing that, she's kind of like grabbing your attention and all this. And the Svetka, you see that the guard who is nearest to you is like winding up with a sword right behind Anamika. And Anamika, you normally would have your own 6, but like this is like right behind you and you have this happening right in front of you. Svetka, what do you do?
Svetka. Well, I will not see any of my friends hurt, and I would like to point my like weird eyeball stardust sword at this guard that's behind or that's gearing up to take a hit on Anamika and use witch fire. And basically like Svedka's hair starts like crackling out to the side like it's caught with electricity. The eyes start to glow like sort of this bright yellow color, and this energy shoots out of the sword at the knight itself.
Oh my god, what does this do?
So instead of having to roll with daring or grace for fighting, I get to roll spirit.
Nice. Okay, give me that fight roll.
It's just real obvious. But at this point, who cares?
Who cares?
Not for you won't be taking my friends. Oh. So that's an 11. Well, that's before adding spirit, so that's like a 13.
Okay. Damn. All right. So yeah, you can do all you can do 3 of the things.
So I would like to inflict a condition on now. Is this like a general condition on is this specifically have to be on the knight, or can this be a condition like
you can we'll allow it. You can impose it on that. What condition are you imposing on the princess?
What? So she's already frightened? Is that true?
She's frightened and guilty. What more?
Frightened and guilty. Feeling real insecure at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would scare the frick out of her. She's like was so sure of herself that she had this in the bag, that she had bamboozled you, and now you have witch fire.
Yep. I will create an opportunity for an ally. Like there's Svedka essentially lights up like a beacon at this point. So I feel like that's a delightful distraction for whoever makes their next move, which I'm guessing is going to be my dear friend Joyce over there. And then I would also like to I will also seize a superior position and basically make obscure I would love to be able to get in between the princess and the guards
Okay.
so that
Sure.
they can't get near her.
Yeah. I'll say that. Like, because Anamika and Joyce are already right up there, and you're able to kind of like whoomp, right in between them. And Jesse, you're making your way towards the driver's, right? Where are you? Or no, did you? Sorry, Anamika.
Anamika was making her way towards the seat.
Okay. All right. So okay. That happens. You are going to. Okay, let's just jump to Joyce.
Sure.
Joyce, you are the
Joyce.
one who's like. They're like the guards are like trying to get to you specifically.
I would like to stare daggers directly at the princess and say, I told you I needed this job, didn't I? Didn't I say I needed this job? Now, the reason I left my magical inheritance, the reason I'm not a royal anymore, is because all of my enemies mysteriously died. And I've got all these friends here. That one's glowing like a damn Christmas tree. Do you really want to put your entire monarchy on ice for a bad decision? Or do you want to turn this Zeppelin around, put us back to our bar so we can do an amazing set, and that the lead singer of the band that you like so much, maybe we'll forget this whole incident? How's that sound, princess?
And I'll throw in an autograph.
And then it hits her. You see the guilt, the realization that she has imposed on you what was so right when you escaped that she didn't, and that she is outmatched, outgunned, even surrounded by guards, and the sirens are getting louder and louder, and you hear her say, "Gods, stand down. Thank you so much for letting me see the band of my favorite band. My envoy is here now. So I can take that back to the palace."
Oh, well, actually, I'm sure your royal guards could go on ahead and you can join them shortly, but I do need a hype man to put on this set.
You would of course consent to that, wouldn't you, princess?
A hype man.
Yeah,
What's that?
I just need you to cheer really, really loudly when I do something cool and sexy.
I can do that so easily. I'm so excited. Wait, I get to go to the concert. I get to go to the concert.
As long as you give my friend Joyce here an apology.
Oh, and the payment, because you're safe, so.
Right. Okay.
All right. Now get the hell out of here. Enjoy your wedding. Bye.
Okay. All right. The concert first, right?
Yes, concert first.
Okay. And then the guards are like, "Wait, you're like the moon wife?"
One and only.
Oh my god. And they like take off their armor and they're all wearing your band merch. And they're like, "Moon wife. Mothman ate my ex-girlfriend's cat. What a banger. Let's go." And they drive back to the bar where you throw the most opulent show. The most over-the-top drinks are on her all night as she
Hell
Yes.
realizes something. And the night's partying on, and the sun is setting. And she pulls Joyce aside. Says, Joyce,
Yeah, girl,
sorry about the whole kidnapping you thing. That was really quirky of me.
so quirky and fun.
Yes.
So
I just... When you abdicated, is there, like, paperwork to do for that, or...
sometimes you can just leave and not come back. But maybe think about the people that you have surrounding you first, and Joyce will do that long stare off like Jesse's just fucking rocking it, and I assume the others are looking on. Surround yourself with better people, and you can do anything.
I know we didn't get off on the best foot, but
Oh no, we're great dance partners. And I start dancing with her.
perhaps these are the people I can surround myself with.
Yeah. have a little
Gods, I
fun.
won't be needing my envoy.
Joyce just starts throwing it back.
And she takes off the space bun wig, and lets her red hair out. She's like, fuck it, get me one of those tree drinks. That was weird. And y'all dance the night away. And that has been Thirsty Sword Lesbians.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much, everyone, for your support. Thank you so much for all the donations, for all the enthusiasm in chat, and for all the great, cool involvement and magic powers you gave to this wonderful cast. We went over time because I wanted to see how it ended. So let's do real quick shout-outs. So starting with LD.
Hi, everybody. I have been Svedka. My name is Lady Dame or LD. You can find me everywhere that's important on the internet at the Lady Dame. I'm a late night variety streamer here on Twitch. I tell stories, play a lot of smutty visual novels, and just visual novels in general. And every once in a while, I read smut. Oh, I also wrote a game recently called Stop Flaming Preps. If you like Honey Heist style games and also the legendary fanfiction known as My Immortal, that's up on itch
Oh my
right
God.
now. You too can play as a very gothic vampire. Yeah, that's a thing that I did. So that's me. That's what I do. I enjoy cryptids. It's great. Anyway.
We love cryptids.
Yeah.
Puja.
Hey everybody, I am Puja. You can find me on Twitter at Puja, at Pujabberwocky, everywhere else. Oh, also I'm Puja on Tumblr. And you can find me every other Monday on Manapot Studios playing Streets of Gotham, which is a Blades in the Dark campaign set in which we are all hench folk to villains in Gotham, just running around causing chaos. Every other Wednesday, I'm on Nat One Fun playing Running Feywild, which is a D&D 5e campaign set in the Feywild. Lots of chaos ensues, and every Saturday, Alex and I are over on Total Party Kiss. Yes, this is my third game today. What up? Where we play a wonderful queer horror tabletop game, D&D 5e, set in Alex's flawless world. So all the links to everything can be found in my Twitter bio.
Beautiful. Alex.
Hello, yes, I have been Alex. I use he, they pronouns. I am wearing a wig that I stole from my roommate. And you can find me over on Twitter at Alder_Mancy. There are also links in my bio because I use a few different screen names, but you can find me on Tumblr at Aldermancy, Instagram at Alder.Mancy, and making games and creating stuff on Ko-fi and itch.io at Sword Ghost. I also want to give a big shout out because bunch of my friends, Andre and Dylan, are raising money to get Andre to move to New York City. So go head on over today to twitch.tv/SuperDylan because they are going for 24 hours. And also big shout out at Total Party Kiss every single Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. I play Strange Hungers with Puja, which is a amazing queer homebrew horror campaign. That's
Wonderful. And Nana.
Hello, I'm Nana Lovebug. Thank you guys so much. This has been so dope. You guys can find me on the internet at Nana_Lovebug or Nana Lovebug. I do usually art streams on my Twitch channel on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm taking a little bit of a break right now, but if you go there, you can find a whole bunch of queer artists. We draw there, we make up terribly cursed images, and we have a fun time. Hop on over there and we can get to know each other. That's not a good thing. Yeah.
Perfect. And hi, I'm Gnome. I'm Gnome_Ann on Twitch or Ann the Gnome on TikTok and Twitter. I run a campaign on Mondays called Be Gay, Do Crime, in which a rotating cast of queer streamers are sent on missions for the Alphabet Mafia to further the gay agenda through illegal means. It's D&D 5e, kind of, I guess. Let's be honest, it's Thirsty Sword Lesbians with D&D mechanics. I also do a lot of homebrew and chaotic creations. I am currently working on a 5e supplement called the Fur Bestiary, which is 16 incredibly cursed monsters, all based off Furbies, because God is dead and I killed him. And that is what I'm about. Thank you so much for hanging out. Please stick around because there's going to be another game coming up. There's actually 2 more going on, and we can keep this party rolling. So by all means, enjoy the next game. We're doing Cypher, you said? Cypher's next game. Heck yeah. Love it. All right. Mwah. That's all I got. Goodbye, friends.
Happy daylight savings, y'all, if you're in America.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep waving.